Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the latest 90-day Fiance news update. Juicer Day Fiance before the 90 days. Season 8 is well underway, with 7 of the 8 couples already in the midst of their stories. Season 8 has been an interesting watch, as it features a new cast of couples and new countries. While some of the couples on Season 8 have a lot of potential, other relationships are struggling. Many things could happen on Season 8, but we have several predictions for how things could continue to unfold based on what has happened so far. Forrest, Atwood, Mackenzie, and Sheena have been one of the strongest couples on Season 8. The two have been together for 7 years and are just as in love as they were when they met. While they've had some troubles regarding family and finances, they've been able to swiftly overcome them. Forrest and Sheena have a stronger bond than the majority of other couples this season, and are the most likely to have a long relationship. Recently, Forrest confessed to his mother Molly that he felt ready to propose to Sheena. While Molly was hesitant, Forrest seemed set on the plan. After 7 years together, it would make sense for Forrest and Sheena to get engaged sooner rather than later. If Forrest proposes to Sheena, it's almost certain that she would say yes. While there likely won't be many proposals this season, it wouldn't be a surprise if Forrest and Sheena get engaged before he leaves the Philippines. Laura, Nevner, and Birkin have been an interesting couple to watch on Season 8. After meeting on Snapchat, Laura fell for Birkin. She eventually decided to fly to Turkey and meet him. However, she had a few doubts. One obstacle in the way was her best friend Michael, whom she was convinced had developed romantic feelings for her. Laura had previously had feelings for Michael, but decided to move on when she felt they weren't reciprocated. So far, Laura and Birkin have gotten along well. While things were a bit awkward at first, their romantic chemistry has been growing. Nonetheless, Laura has concerns about Birkin. Due to his debts and gambling habits, the Season 8 mid-season trailer shows Michael coming to visit Laura and Birkin in Turkey, which the latter isn't thrilled about. It's possible that Michael may make the trip to confess his feelings to Laura before it's too late. If he does, there's a chance she may decide to leave Birkin to be with him. Emma Perry and Ziad El-Yawi have been a tumultuous couple on Season 8. From the moment they first met face-to-face in Morocco, it was evident that their connection in person didn't match up to what it was online. Emma continued to hope for the best, but Ziad failed to match her enthusiasm. One of the things that has caused Ziad to doubt the relationship is his fear that Emma is hiding things. He's correct, as Emma hadn't told him that she was previously engaged to another Moroccan man. Emma finally decided to come clean on her birthday excursion to the desert, but the episode cut before viewers could see Ziad's reaction. However, he didn't look happy, and the mid-season trailer teases Emma meeting up with her ex. This strongly suggests that she and Ziad broke up, likely in part because of her secret. Another couple who will likely break up before the end of the season is Lisa and Daniel. Lisa flew to Nigeria to meet Daniel after the two connected online. However, she's hiding some big secrets. She hasn't told him that she's been married 5 times and that she's still married. Lisa also lied to Daniel about her history of being with women after he reacted poorly to her admitting to a brief fling with a woman. In addition to Lisa's lies, Daniel hasn't been honest about speaking to other American women in the past. While Daniel has already proposed to Lisa, it's possible that he could end the engagement once he finds out the truth. The mid-season trailer reveals Lisa coming clean to Daniel, which he doesn't appear to take well. Lisa and Daniel haven't been compatible from the jump, and it wouldn't be a surprise if their relationship doesn't last long. However, as viewers continue watching the season unfold, it's becoming increasingly clear that the drama is far from over. In fact, several unexpected twists are already being hinted at in upcoming episodes, and insiders close to production suggest that some of the biggest surprises of the season are still yet to come. While certain couples appear stable on the surface, behind the scenes, tensions are rising and emotions are beginning to boil over. One couple that fans are starting to worry about more and more is Forrest and Sheena. Although they have been presented as one of the most solid relationships of the season, recent previews suggest that their journey may not be as smooth as it initially seemed. After Forrest expressed his desire to propose, the pressure surrounding their future has intensified. Proposals on the show often bring excitement, but they also bring new challenges and expectations. Sources familiar with filming have hinted that Forrest's proposal plans may face unexpected complications. While Sheena clearly loves him and has been committed throughout their 7-year relationship, the reality of marriage and potential relocation has reportedly caused some hesitation. Sheena has built a life for herself in the Philippines, surrounded by family and friends, and leaving that behind for a new country could be a difficult adjustment. Meanwhile, Forrest's mother Molly continues to play a significant role in his decision-making. Though she has tried to remain supportive, insiders claim she still has reservations about the relationship. Molly's concerns largely revolve around cultural differences and financial stability. She reportedly wants to ensure that Forrest is making the right decision not only emotionally but also practically. During a recent family discussion captured by the cameras, Molly questioned whether Forrest and Sheena had truly discussed their long-term plans in detail. Topics such as where they would live, how they would manage finances, and how often they would visit family were all brought up. Forrest seemed confident in his responses, but viewers noticed a brief moment where Sheena appeared slightly overwhelmed. While it was subtle, it didn't go unnoticed by fans who have been closely analyzing every interaction. If Forrest does go through with his proposal before leaving the Philippines, it could mark one of the season's most emotional moments. However, whether the engagement leads to a smooth transition into marriage remains uncertain. Several past couples from the franchise have learned that getting engaged is only the beginning of a much more complicated journey. At the same time, Laura Birkin and Michael's complicated love triangle continues to develop in unexpected ways. What initially seemed like a straightforward relationship between Laura and Birkin has slowly evolved into one of the most intriguing storylines of the season. Laura's lingering connection with her best friend Michael has created a subtle but undeniable tension that continues to grow. When Laura first traveled to Turkey, she was determined to focus on her relationship with Birkin. She wanted to give their connection a real chance and see whether their online chemistry could translate into a meaningful partnership in person. For the most part, their time together has been positive. They've shared romantic moments, explored the city together, and even begun discussing their future. However, Birkin's financial struggles and gambling habits remain a major concern. Laura has tried to approach the situation with understanding, but it's clear that the issue weighs heavily on her mind. During a recent conversation, she admitted that trust is extremely important to her, especially given the long-distance nature of their relationship. While Birkin has assured her that he's working on improving his financial situation, Laura isn't entirely convinced. The situation becomes even more complicated with Michael's upcoming visit. The mid-season trailer revealed that Michael will soon arrive in Turkey, setting the stage for what could be one of the most dramatic confrontations of the season. Birkin is reportedly uneasy about the visit, and insiders suggest that his discomfort is only growing as the day approaches. According to sources close to production, Michael's feelings for Laura may finally come to light during his trip. While he has tried to remain supportive of her relationship with Birkin, it's rumored that he has been struggling to keep his true emotions hidden. If Michael decides to confess his feelings, Laura could find herself facing a difficult choice between the comfort of a long-standing friendship and the excitement of a new romance. Fans are already speculating about how Laura might respond if Michael opens up. Some believe she may choose stability and familiarity, especially if her doubts about Birkin continue to grow. Others think she will remain committed to Birkin and view Michael's confession as a complication she needs to move past. Regardless of the outcome, it's almost certain that the situation will lead to intense emotional scenes and possibly even a major turning point in Laura's journey. Meanwhile, Emma and Ziad's relationship appears to be heading toward an inevitable breaking point. From their first in-person meeting in Morocco, the disconnect between their online chemistry and real-life interactions has been evident. Emma has tried to maintain optimism, hoping that their connection would strengthen over time, but growing doubts have made that increasingly difficult. Ziad's concerns about Emma hiding things have proven to be valid. Her decision to keep her past engagement to another Moroccan man a secret has significantly damaged the trust between them. When Emma finally confessed during the desert birthday excursion, the tension between them was palpable. Though the episode ended before viewers could see the full aftermath, the mid-season trailer provided a glimpse of what's to come. In the preview, Ziad appears visibly upset and distant. His body language suggests that he's struggling to process the information and questioning whether he can continue the relationship. Emma, on the other hand, seems desperate to salvage what they have. She has invested a great deal emotionally and isn't ready to walk away without a fight. Adding to the complexity is the teaser showing Emma meeting with her ex. This unexpected development has fueled speculation that her relationship with Ziad may have already come to an end by that point in the season. If that's the case, viewers could soon witness one of the most emotional breakups of the season. Lisa and Daniel's storyline is also moving toward a dramatic turning point. From the moment Lisa arrived in Nigeria, it was clear that their relationship was built on shaky foundations. Both have been keeping significant secrets from each other, and the truth is beginning to surface. Daniel's proposal to Lisa initially seemed like a hopeful step forward, but the mid-season trailer suggests that the engagement may not last. Lisa's admission about her multiple marriages and her past relationships is expected to come as a shock to Daniel. His reaction in the preview indicates that he may feel deeply betrayed. Insiders claim that the conversation between Lisa and Daniel will be one of the most intense scenes of the season. Emotions run high as both confront each other about their dishonesty. Daniel reportedly struggles to reconcile the woman he thought he knew with the reality being revealed before him. As all of these storylines continue to develop, one thing is certain: before the 90 days, Season 8 is far from predictable. Each couple faces unique challenges, and the outcomes of their journeys remain uncertain. With several episodes still to come, viewers can expect more surprises, emotional confrontations, and possibly even a few shocking endings. And if the early hints and previews are any indication, the second half of the season may be even more dramatic than the first, with relationships being tested in ways no one could have anticipated, as the cameras continue rolling and the couples spend more time together in real-life settings rather than long-distance fantasy. Reality is beginning to hit hard for many of them. What once felt like a fairy tale connection online is now being replaced by real conversations about trust, loyalty, money, and long-term commitment. For several couples, the next few weeks could determine whether they walk away stronger together or decide to part ways for good. Production insiders have revealed that upcoming episodes will focus heavily on the emotional turning points for each relationship. Rather than just romantic outings and cultural exploration, viewers will begin to see deeper conversations unfold. Conversations that reveal insecurities, doubts, and hidden truths. These moments are expected to shape the trajectory of each couple's journey for the remainder of the season. For Forrest and Sheena, the pressure surrounding a possible engagement continues to build. After Forrest shared his intention to propose, the atmosphere between them subtly shifted. While Sheena appeared happy and touched by the idea, those close to filming noticed moments where she seemed quietly reflective. Marriage is a major step, especially when it involves potential relocation and lifestyle changes. During a recent outing captured by the cameras, Forrest brought up the topic of future living arrangements once again. He expressed his hope that Sheena would eventually move with him if they got married. Sheena listened carefully but admitted that leaving her home country permanently would be an emotional challenge. Her family plays a central role in her life, and the idea of being far away from them is something she's still trying to process. Forrest reassured her that they could find ways to stay connected with her family, including regular visits and video calls. However, it's clear that this issue may resurface in future episodes. Relationships on the franchise often face difficulties when it comes to merging two different worlds, and Forrest and Sheena are no exception. While their love for each other is strong, the practical realities of building a shared life may prove more complicated than either initially expected. Meanwhile, Molly continues to observe the situation from afar. Though she has made an effort to be supportive, she reportedly remains cautious. According to sources, Molly will have another heartfelt conversation with Forrest in an upcoming episode, encouraging him to think carefully about the responsibilities that come with marriage. She wants him to ensure that both he and Sheena are fully prepared for the sacrifices required. At the same time, Laura and Birkin's relationship is approaching a critical turning point. With Michael's arrival in Turkey drawing closer, the emotional stakes are higher than ever. Laura has tried to reassure Birkin that Michael is simply a friend, but Birkin's discomfort is becoming increasingly noticeable. He has expressed concerns about boundaries and whether unresolved feelings could complicate their relationship. In private interviews, Laura admitted that she understands why Birkin feels uneasy. She acknowledged that her history with Michael isn't entirely simple and that there were moments in the past when she considered pursuing something more with him. Although she ultimately chose to move forward with Birkin, those lingering what-if questions haven't completely disappeared when Michael finally arrives. The atmosphere is expected to shift dramatically. Early previews suggest that the initial meeting between him and Birkin will be polite but tense. Both men are aware of the emotional significance Laura holds in their lives, and neither wants to appear vulnerable. However, subtle glances and carefully chosen words hint at an underlying rivalry that may soon come to the surface. Producers have teased that one particular conversation involving all three of them will leave viewers stunned. During what begins as a friendly outing, the topic of Laura's past feelings is brought up. As the discussion unfolds, emotions rise and unspoken tensions become impossible to ignore. Whether this moment leads to clarity or chaos remains to be seen, but it's clear that Laura will soon be forced to confront her true feelings. Emma and Ziad, on the other hand, appeared to be drifting further apart with each passing day. After Emma revealed her past engagement, Ziad has struggled to move forward. Trust, once broken, can be difficult to rebuild, and Ziad's hesitation is becoming more pronounced. In recent scenes, he has been noticeably quieter and less affectionate, creating an emotional distance that Emma finds increasingly painful. Emma has attempted to repair the situation by being more open and transparent. She's shared details about her past and expressed regret for not being honest from the start. While Ziad has listened, his reactions suggest that he's still processing everything. For him, honesty is fundamental, and the revelation has shaken his confidence in their relationship. Adding to the tension is the anticipated meeting between Emma and her ex. This development is expected to unfold in a way that raises even more questions about her intentions. Some insiders believe Emma hopes to gain closure and prove to Ziad that her past is truly behind her. Others think the meeting could inadvertently confirm Ziad's fears and push him further away. Lisa and Daniel's storyline is also entering a decisive phase. With Lisa preparing to reveal the full truth about her past, the atmosphere between them is growing increasingly heavy. Daniel has sensed that something is being withheld, and his patience is beginning to wear thin. When Lisa finally opens up, the emotional impact is likely to be significant. In preview clips, Daniel appears visibly shocked and hurt by Lisa's admissions. He questions why she didn't trust him enough to be honest from the beginning. Lisa, in turn, explains that she feared losing him if she revealed everything too soon. Their conversation becomes an emotional exchange filled with frustration, disappointment, and lingering affection. Whether their relationship can survive this moment remains uncertain. While Daniel clearly cares for Lisa, trust is a crucial foundation, and rebuilding it may prove difficult. Some fans believe they might attempt to work through their issues, while others suspect this could mark the beginning of the end for them. As these stories continue to evolve, one thing is becoming increasingly clear: the remainder of Before the 90 Days Season 8 will be filled with emotional highs and devastating lows. Each couple stands at a crossroads, facing decisions that could shape their futures in profound ways. With new revelations, unexpected visits, and heartfelt confrontations on the horizon, viewers can expect the drama to intensify with every episode. Relationships will be tested, secrets will come to light, and not everyone will make it to the end together. And as the journey moves forward, the biggest question remains: which couples will overcome their challenges and build lasting relationships, and which will ultimately realize that love alone isn't enough to keep them together? As the season progresses into its most intense phase yet, production insiders suggest that viewers are about to witness some of the most emotional and unpredictable moments of the entire franchise. The early episodes laid the groundwork for each relationship, but now the real tests are beginning. With deeper conversations, unexpected confrontations, and life-changing decisions approaching, the second half of the season is shaping up to be a roller coaster of emotions for many of the couples. The honeymoon phase has officially ended. What once felt exciting and romantic is now being replaced by serious discussions about trust, future plans, and personal sacrifices. These conversations are not always easy, and for some pairs, they may reveal incompatibilities that can no longer be ignored. Forrest and Sheena, once considered one of the most stable couples this season, are beginning to feel the weight of their upcoming decisions. After openly discussing the possibility of engagement, they've found themselves facing questions that go far beyond romance. Marriage isn't just about love, it's about shared goals, compromises, and the willingness to adapt to each other's lifestyles. In upcoming scenes, Forrest reportedly plans a special moment that could potentially lead to a proposal. He wants everything to be perfect and meaningful, reflecting the years they've spent together. However, behind the scenes, he's also dealing with pressure from multiple directions. His mother, Molly's, concerns continue to linger in his mind, and he's aware that Sheena is still processing the idea of leaving her home country. Sheena, meanwhile, is trying to balance excitement with realism. While she deeply cares for Forrest and envisions a future with him, she's also thinking about what marriage would mean for her personal life. Moving to a new country involves adapting to a different culture, being away from loved ones, and starting over in many ways. These thoughts don't diminish her feelings for Forrest, but they do add layers of complexity to her decision. Fans have noticed that Sheena has been more reflective in recent episodes, often taking quiet moments to consider her next steps. She has expressed gratitude for Forrest's commitment and sincerity, yet she's also aware that once an engagement happens, everything will change. The next few episodes will likely reveal whether the couple is ready to take that leap or if they need more time to align their visions for the future. At the same time, Laura's story is reaching a critical emotional crossroads. With Michael now present in Turkey, the dynamics between all three individuals have shifted dramatically. What began as a supportive friendship has evolved into a situation filled with unspoken emotions and difficult choices. Laura finds herself torn between two different connections: the excitement and possibility she shares with Birkin, and the comfort and familiarity she has with Michael. While she has tried to maintain clear boundaries, the reality of seeing Michael in person again has stirred emotions she thought were long resolved. Birkin, on the other hand, is doing his best to remain patient and understanding, but his unease is becoming harder to hide. He wants to trust Laura and give their relationship a fair chance. Yet the presence of someone who may have lingering romantic feelings for her creates an undeniable tension. In private moments, Birkin has admitted that he fears losing Laura. Before their relationship has fully had the chance to grow, one particularly emotional scene, teased in previews, shows Laura sitting down alone, reflecting on her journey so far. She speaks openly about the difficulty of choosing between what feels safe and what feels new. Her honesty in these moments highlights just how complex her situation has become. Emma and Ziad's relationship, meanwhile, appears to be approaching its breaking point. The emotional distance between them has continued to grow, and their conversations have become more strained. Emma's efforts to rebuild trust have been sincere, but Ziad's doubts remain strong. For him, the foundation of honesty is essential, and the revelation about Emma's past has shaken that foundation significantly. In upcoming episodes, the two are expected to have a deeply emotional conversation about their future. Both recognize that continuing without trust will only lead to more pain. While there is still affection between them, they must decide whether that affection is enough to overcome the challenges they're facing. Lisa and Matt Daniels' storyline is also heading toward a dramatic resolution. After Lisa begins revealing the truth about her past, the atmosphere between them becomes tense and uncertain. Daniel's reaction is one of shock and disappointment, but also introspection. He must now decide whether he can accept Lisa's past and move forward, or whether the weight of her secrets is too heavy to ignore. Their discussions are expected to be among the most emotionally charged of the season. Both have invested time and feelings into the relationship, making the possibility of separation particularly painful. Yet sometimes, confronting reality is necessary to determine whether a relationship can truly survive. As all these stories continue to unfold, viewers are witnessing a powerful reminder that love across borders and cultures is never simple. Each couple is navigating not only their feelings for one another, but also the practical realities of merging to very different lives. The choices they make in the coming episodes will shape not only the rest of the season, but also their futures. Beyond the show, with every new episode, the tension builds and the stakes grow higher. Some couples may find clarity and strengthen their bonds, while others may discover that their paths are meant to diverge. The unpredictability of the journey is what keeps fans watching, eager to see how each story will ultimately conclude. And, as the season moves closer to its final chapters, one thing is certain: the most shocking twists, heartfelt confessions, and emotional decisions are still waiting just around the corner, ready to change everything viewers thought they knew about these relationships.